Hey, Adam, thanks for doing this. Just first of all, I know it's a scrimmage, but it's kind of a game day. Is there excitement around, preparing for, a game-like situation here?
Yeah, absolutely. It's our first test of this season of a game like situation, and I think all the boys are ready to go and get after it together, and we're all excited.
And, the way the lines have been sort of made up through camp, you're playing center, Brandon Sutter's playing center, Jay Beagle's playing center when there's likely only two spots down the middle on those lines once the season starts. So, how much stock do you put in trying to prove something and make a statement in a scrimmage like tonight?
I mean, it's same thing, same thing as last training camp for me. Just go out there and try to prove myself and earn my spot in this team.
All right, next up is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, just on that note, Adam, last time we talked, I think was when you had signed your contract, you talked about, needing to bet on yourself. We're here now in training camp. What have you been sort of doing to prepare yourself the last couple of months to get ready to put yourself in the best spot to put a good bet on yourself?
Nothing too different than every season. Just working on my strength, working on my quickness, and focused a little bit on my draws too, more than I usually would in an off season. Changing diet. I had kind of a big switch around with my diet this summer, trying to get back on the right track and putting some weight on. And I think that's helped, more energy, feeling better on and off the ice. So, a bunch of moving parts that came around full circle this off season, and feeling good for the season.
We obviously know that you have long been a fan of video games, but I think you've sort of raised it a little bit this off season, especially with how you're trying to engage with fans. What is that about? What is it in you? Is that something you wanted to do naturally, a different way to engage with people, especially given where we're at with COVID and everything?
Yeah, well, I've never really been a big video gamer up until March in the first quarantine. And, that's when I found out about Twitch, and, my brothers always played. So I was on with them, with the brother-in-laws too. And, I really got into it, and, I gave Twitch a shot. I was like, hey, this could be a cool way to interact with fans and, kind of build the brand a little bit. And, as I got the hang of it more, it just started to take off. And, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun interacting with the fans and showing personality off the ice with not just me, but my family and my friends. And everybody seems to enjoy it, and it's going really well.
It's funny you mentioned that word brand. I mean, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but I mean, tell me a bit more about why you sort of say that in those terms.
Just kind of developed the hockey god brand a little bit. And, it's just a fun play on words, and, the fans seem to enjoy it. And like the whole hockey god thing, it's not just about hockey, it's about, interacting with different people and helping out with charities and stuff like that. Like we're really looking at, my wife and I are really looking to, start our own charity eventually and give back that way. And we've done a little bit so far with the Canucks for Kids funds through the donations on Twitch. And, it's not just for us to build our followers and our brand. It's for us to give back and, just make somebody's day here and there.
Next up is Ryan Clark.
Hey, Adam, thank you so much for your time. It's a little bit of a off-base question, but when you look at travel with this upcoming season, what's it like to know that things that you guys could normally do, like take an Uber, you can't do now? You have to request a private car service. What's it like thinking about those changes, but also how would you describe what the average NHL road trip was like pre-COVID in terms of what you guys could do versus now where it is going to be really limited?
I think now it's just going to be pretty simple. There's not much to it. You got to stay in your room and, hang out with a close-knit group of guys. And, obviously it's a lot different where, a regular road trip, you could hop right off the bus and go get a bite to eat or something. And, it's not going to be like that right now. And it might be, a little bit of a grind mentally, but, we all have each other and we'll stick together. And, we're here to play hockey, and we're not really here to, go out and explore clubs and restaurants and stuff. We all have a job at hand, and we're all working to the same goal.
One more question, if I could. I mean, one other thing that's different is when you look at the protocols, it says, hey, once you're on the team plane, other than using the bathroom, you stay in your seat and it's assigned seating. I mean, is that normally how it is when you guys are flying pre-COVID, or what is it like on the plane? I imagine guys are probably moving around, playing cards, and there's a little bit more freedom.
Yeah, I mean, mostly guys just stay in their seats pretty much the whole flight. They'll get up to stretch their legs, but that's about it. But guys aren't jumping over seats and going to hang out with each other. We stay pretty close, pretty much in our seats the whole time. But you know, you can talk back and forth on the plane. You don't need to be jumping over guys to get somebody's attention. So I mean, I don't think it's going to be too different. I think the travel and stuff will be fine, and you know, as long as we follow the rules, we'll be safe, and everything will be good.
Next up is Ian McIntyre.
Hey, Adam, I just want to go back to something you said a few minutes ago where you talked about your diet and trying to put on weight. I know that was a big issue as you were starting to build your career. Can you just explain that a little more? And what do you weigh now?
So this off season has been weird. I discovered I had some sort of stomach problem that prevents me from, you know, eating full meals, and you know, I would get sick in the mornings randomly, and this has been going on for years, and it's always been a struggle for me to put weight on. But you know, my nutritionist caught it. We're attacking it. We're working with the doctors here at Van, and you know, I got a great team around me supporting me right now, and you know, it's gonna take a pretty long time to, you know, get back on track and get to where I want to be. But we caught this thing now, and I'm thrilled about that because I just feel much better, and you know, I can eat more. I'm hungrier more throughout the day, and it's helping my energy on the ice, and it's helping my, you know, my sleep schedule, my lifestyle, and you know, it's just I couldn't be more thrilled about figuring this out now, and I just feel so much better, and it's just such a heavy weight off my shoulders.
Do you want to tell me how much you weigh or no?
It's not as much as I weighed last year, but I definitely got stronger throughout the off season, quicker. I have, you know, the numbers and the weights to prove it in the gym, and I feel it on the ice. But you know, I definitely lighter than I want to be, but you know, that's something I can't control right now, and it's going to take time to get back to where I want to be.
Okay. And lastly, is there a name to this? Is it like a virus or?
It's almost like best way to describe it is like a yeast infection in my stomach. It's just a overgrowth of candida in my stomach that that you know, makes me feel nauseous, sick, not hungry, and you know, this I've been like this since high school, and I just thought I was always a kid who never really liked to eat, would never get hungry, but you know, it turns out I had something wrong with me, and you know, it's just such a relief that we figured it out, and you know, my whole world's changed for the better.
That's good. Thanks, Adam.
Next up is Ben Kuzma.
Hey, Adam, when we talked in the summer, one of the things you mentioned that there might be a possibility of kind of increasing the compete level, hounding pucks by working the PK. Has there been any talk with the coaches this week about you going on the PK, and would you possibly be doing that in the scrimmage tonight?
I don't know about tonight. I've definitely gone over video over the off season with Bomber, and you know, just get my mind right for the PK, and PK is definitely something I'm looking to do. Penalty kills, every level I'm at, penalty kills always been something I had to work into slowly, but I'm ready for another role, and I'm excited for it. And you know, I know it probably won't happen right away, but you know, I'm here and I'm ready. And if I'm going to be a PK guy, I'm ready for that role.
Just a quick follow. How do you think that would help you in terms of the compete level at the NHL level?
I think it'd be great. I think it'll help, you know, just with blocking shots. I know it's something I can get better at. And, you know, just awareness on the ice, having a good stick. And I think getting some working on the PK will definitely help defensively in 5-on-5.
And with the last question for Adam, we've got Farhan Lalji.
Adam, just want to ask you about Nate Schmidt and what he's brought to the group, not so much with what he does on the ice, but just his whole approach and demeanor and kind of that fun-loving style. How much is he enjoyable to be around?
Yeah, he's awesome. We actually share the same agent, and my agent told me, you're going to love this guy. He's awesome. And from the first day, I believed him. He's fun to be around in the locker room. He brings high energy. He's always in a good mood, and he kind of lifts your spirits up and the guys around him. And, he's obviously a phenomenal player, and I think he's going to help the team a lot, both on and off the ice.